A creature in our land, someone beyond reason, set out this fine year to destroy Christmas season. He didn't set out to make candles dim. It's just that his wants were important to him. Was a self-absorbed guy, wanted to be very rich. He went by the name of Sylvester T. Fitch. No, it wasn't that his heart was 2 sizes too small. Folks said his heart didn't pump blood at all. He needed his money, so what job should he do? Should he start his own business to get his million or two? And he thought, till his head filled with noise.
I must have all of those toys!
As Fitch continued his thinking, he came up with a scheme.
I'm taking up home loans and will make grande green.
But how? He thought HUD was a bother. Conventional might fit. But to make the big bucks, only subprime was it. So he set up to do home loans, make his wallet big and fat. And to do it more quickly, hired Processor Pat. He cashed check after check, moved quickly beyond novice, and his production was so good, he was awarded the corner office. He thought lending so easy, a real piece of cake.
I fund them by 7, forget them by 8.
Made fast loans to relatives, big bucks off his friends, while dreaming and scheming about Beamers and Benz, new houses to finance, new dreams to create.
I'm buying a Jaguar and a mansion at 8.
Always nasty with workers.
I have lots to do. Got immigrants on line 1, minorities on line 2.
As borrowers came in from the cold and sat down, that mean Mr. Fitch, why, he faked a huge frown.
You got one big problem. Conforming won't do. Got one late on your credit. Your score's only 762. Our ads are for those who have perfect credit. You've blown it too often. I wish you could get it.
Then he fumbled through pages and books filled with rates.
Here's just the loan. Only 8 5/8. But I'll cut it to 1. That will get you a start. With low payments to have, you can fill it with art.
Lender points a big issue. He was put in a bind. Since the lender took 1, Fitch would only get 9. But 2 weeks later was special. He had set all his clocks. The borrowers were arriving to sign the loan docs. Then the borrowers did something that made old Fitch quake. He got very nervous. He started to shake. Yes, the borrowers did something that would expose this big fake.
I must stop them from reading. They'll see what I make.
Then he said to the family,
Just tell me what's fair. We sign these docs here, and we'll fix them back there.
and the lie fooled the borrowers. Then they signed lots of pages and leaned back, then sighed. But there was no time to waste once the loan docs were dried. Months went by, and he craved some more bling.
Once I fund the next loan, I can buy the last ring.
But that night, as he walked down the street to go home, he ran into the child of folks he had given a loan. And the child said hi, but Finch said, "Move away." So the child just smiled and started to pray.
God, this man needs your help. Make his future more bright. And if it's no trouble, find us shelter tonight. Dad's really struggling. He's relying on you. Something took her home, but you'll pull us through. Mom says we should pray for all others in need, but especially touch whoever did this deed.
After she finished her prayer, she knew what to say. So she said, "Merry Christmas," and went on her way. And Fitch simply stood there, perplexed.
I don't understand it.
The mean Mr. Fitch said.
They're happy yet don't have a roof over their head. I've taken their money. I've taken their bed. I've done my job well. I've left them for dead. I've left them with nothing, left no doors or no beams. But I just can't fathom. They still have their dreams.
Then he thought, and he thought, till his head got quite sore. And he turned, and he pondered, and went through the door. "It's a miracle! It's amazing!" the townspeople did quip. His heart started pounding. It started to drip. It started to flow. It came in like a flood. Yes, it changed everything. His heart filled with blood. And they say in that church, the transformation amazed us. For Mr. Fitch, yes, he found the true meaning of Christmas. And he, filled with remorse for the things he had done, had to go to the office, and he started to run.
I gotta fix things. I must make it right. I've done so much evil. I'll begin on this night.
He sold all his cars. He sold off his rings. Why, Mr. Fitch, he even sold off all his bling. He used all the money to pay points to make pure, paid the fees, and he put them in FHA secure. And he brought them together, had them all at his place. He was even so thankful that he said the grace.
Amen.
He carved the roast beef, had cranberries with jam. They feasted on pie and a giant whole ham. As he ended the night, he gave all a new reason to wish everyone a blessed Christmas season.